Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is my school bus bill, and what we're trying to do here is get seat belts. We've got in the bill automatic braking system, and that's well and good. Children have been our passengers in school buses. We entrust them to school bus drivers, some of which are better than others. But seat belts, I think, would save a lot of lives. And we've been trying to get this passed for quite a few years. We've had accidents in Tennessee and other places around the country where we've seen the lack of seat belts be partly responsible for the death of children. We've got a study in the bill, but we need to move it a step further to make sure this finally happens. This has been years and years and years. 2016, we had a horrific crash in Tennessee that killed 6 children. That's when I introduced the School Bus Safety Act to implement safety recommendations from the National Transportation Safety Board. They're in favor of this to make school buses safer and to prevent such crashes from occurring in the future. That was in 2016. According to the National Highway Safety Traffic Administration, in 2007 and 16, 1,282 people were killed in school transportation-related crashes, an average of 128 fatalities per year. We as Congress must do more to protect our children. The National Transportation Safety Board has recommended school buses be equipped with seat belts and automatic emergency braking and electronic stability control because they can help prevent or mitigate the severity of these tragedies and merit swift congressional action. My amendment would ensure that these important improvements to school buses are issued by a certain date and required on new buses in a timely manner. Without congressional direction to issue a federal safety standard by a certain date, critical safety regulations can languish for years at the Department of Transportation or be abandoned entirely. The Department of Transportation under either administration has not been as involved as they should be in helping our children on school buses. Even after a safety standard is written, DOT can needlessly delay compliance with the rule for years, costing lives during this interim period. Here we are 4+ years later and no action. For instance, despite issuing a final rule to require entry-level driving training for all commercial motor vehicle drivers, including school bus operators in 2016, the Federal Motor Safety Administration recently extended the compliance date for the rule until 2022, and it could be delayed even further. Therefore, Congress must not only require a rule be issued by a certain date, but also limit the time to comply with the rule to a reasonable period. This issue is too important. Our children are too important to allow the Department of Transportation to drag their feet, which they've done in the past, and they've got the blood on their hands of children who've died. I'd like to thank Senator Duckworth, who's my sponsor in the Senate, and Advocates for Highway and Auto Safety for supporting this amendment. I urge my colleagues to support this amendment, and I hope you'll do it in thinking about the children. It's important that we help the children and when they're in a school bus. So I yield back the balance of my time and pray for your positive consideration.